Hey girl, welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm talking all things perfection, success, and what that looks like as you navigate this road to recovery and what success looks like to you in your life. Because society has a funny way of positioning us for this belief of success as in worldly success. And when I was on my walk today, I was reflecting about success in my own life, success in my clients' lives. And I want to help apply some of these things that I was talking through in my mind to your life. Because success can actually be one of the biggest reasons why we fear recovery so much and going all in. So tune in today, friend. It's going to be a good one. Let's do this. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you. Because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess, trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it. So you can start living your best life as your best self. My biggest struggle in recovery was wanting it to be perfect, wanting it to be flawless. In fact, that was why I became disordered and fully entrenched in the eating disorder in the first place. I constantly felt as though I wasn't trying hard enough in recovery. And before I even started the recovery process, I actually stayed in denial even longer because I felt as though that was a safer place. I couldn't fail if I stayed stuck. And when I started recovering and working with my treatment team, then the feelings changed. The feelings changed from I'm going to be like this forever and always to I should be further along. I realized this was actually driven by fear, and not fear that I would always live with the disorder, because that is where it started, but fear of the opposite. What would it mean for my life if I succeeded at this whole recovery thing? And sis, that's the question I want to ask you today. What would it mean for your life if you quit playing small? What would it mean for your life if you fully surrendered to the process, knowing that it didn't need to be perfect because you are perfectly flawed? The fear of failure, sis, it feels so real. The questions that come up are, what if I don't recover? And what if this is just who I am? But this isn't the truth. This leads to doubt. This leads to discouragement. On the other side of this coin is the fear of success. What if I do recover? Then what? I want you to think about success, and I want you to approach your definition of success differently. Traditional definitions of success are things like your professional achievements, your career advancements, your material worth, your financial portfolio, your luxurious lifestyle. Scroll Instagram. You'll totally understand what I'm talking about. Your social status, your influence, your popularity, what you look like, all of this body image driven stuff that society continues to flood. But instead of thinking about success this way, I want you to shift perspective from defining success from what you accomplish to who you become in the process of accomplishing it. Sis, you see, success doesn't equal full recovery. So I want you to stop thinking about it like that. Success doesn't equal that you've checked all the boxes for the day, or that you behaved well, or that you were good. Success actually equals your best self. And it's that simple. You see, constant growth leads to happiness, which gives you contentment and the success that you're after. When you build your perspective of success on a firm foundation, you will stop finding yourself in this territory of stuckness. I want you to ask, where do I spend my time and energy? Is it inner focused to be better, to be a better version of you? Or is it outer focused to look better? to exercise longer, to be viewed by other people in higher regard. Sis, ask today if I'm putting one foot in front of the other, growing my character, fostering positive intent, and changes of unhealthy eating disorder behaviors. Isn't that success? You see, we spend a lot of our days not yet arrived to where we want to be, that we become super frustrated with where we are. But if you thought that you're not gonna fail because you're just gonna keep going until you arrive, it takes the pressure off. And in fact, the eating disorder doesn't know what to do once that control and that pressure is surrendered. True success is growth of your character. It's a skill, it's wisdom, it's growing in your faith. See, your mind will have you believing the lie that you will never be successful at recovery. So why even try? But the answer is that there is no PhD that you get to receive for healing. You don't get to heal any better than anyone else. This is your process. And your success ultimately requires your discipline. It's not shiny. You don't get a gold medal for it. Nobody is going to clap for you. Well, maybe your close friends and family that are super proud of you and your coach for how far you've come. It's daily choices that you make when no one is watching you that are going to lead to your ultimate success. If you say you want freedom, what are you doing to achieve it? Are you feeding false lies that it's just not available for you? Are you saying, well, I'm scared of always being this way and therefore I'm always this way? Or are you saying, I'm scared of what I will be like if I'm not this way? Neither of those are giving you the dream that you want. Are you loving others? Are you leading others? Are you being honest to yourself and to others? Because ultimately we care so much when we're caught in this perfection cycle about what other people think. But the reality is that's just an illusion. Being honest to yourself and to others is being authentic to who you are and the crap with whatever they think. Are you contributing to the world or are you being consumed by the world? These are some questions that I want you to ask yourself as you dive into this reflection this week. I want you to stop striving for perfection because it simply doesn't exist. It's not attainable. The most valuable thing that you can make is a mistake because you can't learn anything from being perfect, but from your failure, from your mistake, from the things that aren't going your way right now, from those challenges. What are those things? That is where you're going to get the momentum to bounce back. I had a client come to me this week and she said, yesterday was awful, very bad day. All the things that went wrong. I didn't show up for myself. I didn't make pro-recovery decisions. I just let the disorder come back into my mind and take over. And I said, okay, do you want me to sit next to you in that pity party and tell you how bad you were for allowing that to happen? Or do you want me to ask you, where do we go from here? What's next? What are we doing differently? And she was like, you're right. I just need to put this down. I need to start over. Tomorrow's a new day. I need to surrender this. And that is most true for you too. The more you surrender and let be, the higher you rise, friend. The higher you rise. You weren't called to be perfect. You were just called to be better. Let God be perfect. You're allowed to be perfectly flawed in all that He's created you to be. But if you're constantly searching for success, believe me, I get it. Every single one of my clients are high-performing, successful individuals, not typical average individuals, successful individuals, and all of the things. We just are. We're constantly proving our value and our worth, constantly caring about what other people think of us, and that part of us is okay until it isn't. You're allowed to be perfectly flawed. So what would success look like if you were living in accordance with your core values, with resilience, with grace, with balance, with faith? You see, a study in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology found that individuals who surrendered to God or to a higher power in their recovery journey had increased feelings of personal empowerment and happiness. Sis, this is what generates success for us in our life, is that feeling of empowerment, of happiness, like we've accomplished the things. Another study in addiction sciences and clinical practice indicated that surrender was associated with the highest positive recovery outcomes. The highest recovery outcomes. I encourage you to check your faith and where your trust is anchored. Is it in you to be perfect? Is it in you to check all the boxes? Is it in you to get everything just right today? Being fearful of success and or being fearful of failure is cultivated in control and in fear. But that very thing that is controlling us is exactly what we have to release so that we can gain ultimate control, courage, acceptance, and trust. It is required in recovery. So today, what I want to leave you with is, what does success look like for you in recovery? How would you define it? What does success look like in your life? How would you define it? Is it materialistic? Is it personal achievements? Is it luxurious lifestyle or the best body out there known to man? You must find meaning in your recovery journey, purpose. And success really is growth of character. Success really is wisdom. Success really is learning from challenges and making those adjustments and standing up again tomorrow and going, okay, yesterday did not go well, but I get another day to do this thing. I get another day to do this thing. And I'm not giving up, and I'm not quitting, and I'm not throwing in the towel, and I'm not stopping. Where do you spend your time and energy? Is it thinking about what you're going to eat next? Thinking about your exercise? Thinking about how you're going to get more steps in, or how you can restrict your calories? Isn't that inner focused for an outer reward of what other people are going to think about you? Sis, that is what's flawed. That is what is false. I want you to approach success differently. Instead of thinking about it this way, I want you to shift that perspective from defining success from what you accomplish to who you become in the process of that transformation. You are worthy, and you are strong, and you are perfectly capable right now today to lean in to the biggest struggle of your life. In fact, you must save yourself from this awful place, surrender to God, let Him help direct your steps, and start changing the way that you measure yourself towards perfection. I believe in you. I'm so proud of you. Measure those small wins this week. And if you're new around here, welcome. I'm so glad to have your listen of the show. I would love, if you're loving the show, for a rating and review from you, because that's how this podcast reaches more women just like you that are navigating this tough place in life, this tough spot, and are looking for more help and support from somebody who's been there that can hold their hand and guide them through the process. And if you are looking for more support of that guidance to freedom, I want you to know that you do not have to do this alone. There are a couple of ways that I can support you. You can go on out to herbestself.co. You can fill out a client application. I promise to get back to you. In addition, I want to make sure that you are on our listserv to receive our emails. If you're not, go on out to the website, herbestself.co. Make sure you're subscribed, because we have so many good things that are coming your way this fall. You do not want to miss it. I repeat, you do not want to miss it. I'm going to be doing giveaways, a couple fun things, and a masterclass for you to join. So you'll want to get more details that you're going to receive first if you're on our email list. And then if you're looking for that community, come on out to herbestselfsociety.com. We want to love on you. We want to welcome you. And we just want to give you recovery hugs, because maybe that's what you need right now today. It's just a hug. So I want you to receive this virtual hug, this virtual love, as I am sending it your way right now as we speak. Sis, thank you for joining us. And I can't wait to bring you another episode of the podcast. See you real soon. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time. Bye for now, girl.